We all know the Googans love being in the water. Sometimes they love being in the water just a little too much and will take it just a little too far. Welcome back, crew, to this week's episode of Googans of the Week. Now, of course, we don't often expect to see this much water coming out of a vehicle, but we really don't want to see this much water inside of a boat either. But the Googans will find ways to get it done both ways.
I got on the train yesterday because I thought it was sitting low, and I turned the bilge pumps on and nothing happened, and the live well was full of water.
At least a simple bilge pump will likely fix their issue, but this situation could be a little worse. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments if you think this is just fine like this. Now, I've seen them racing around racetracks, towing trailers with boats, but this one's a first, just racing down the beach. Maybe the boat and the truck themselves are racing. Now, this is that same truck and boat, but somehow now they've gotten it on a trailer and they're trying it just a little different route. Maybe they're practicing for that racing we were talking about. Speaking of racing, this crew's trying to race over to the dock, but doing it from this method, they're not going to win any races. Instead of using the horsepower on the back of the boat, they've decided they're going to use two-hand and two-foot power to try and swim it over to the dock. I mean, with this many people on the boat, a few others could have jumped in and gave them a hand as well. This crew fortunately does eventually make it over to the dock though. And of course we'll go back to talking about the races, and the one place you definitely don't want to race is around the boat ramp. If there's one place in boating that you need to take your time and make sure you're in the right gear, it is definitely the boat ramp. Far too often we see things like this. Somebody thinks they're in drive, they were actually in reverse, and the next thing we know, they're buried axle deep down at the ramp. Let's see if our guy can recover. Fortunately for this crew, they're able to pull it out and don't wind up as another victim down at the ramp. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Miami Boat Ramps, Mike Schreckengast, Thiago Souza, Towboat San Diego, and Tow Zone Pros did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.